Um, I guess I have a little different angle. I guess that's due to the fact that we are a little earlier stage than these three other companies. And also, since I was introduced as Gjøvik Science Park, I take a few slides about that as a kind of the part of the story. So this will be more like an innovation story, not a business presentation, I would say. Gjøvik Science Park is history for a while ago, and now we are called, COAX for at least a year. And for 2 weeks ago, we changed name again. So now we are Total Innovation because we had a merging with, what is called Total here. So I'm coming from an industrial region, a little bit north of Oslo, 1 hour, called Toten. Doesn't work very well in German, but that's still the name. Basically focusing on things that are made in metals, light materials, things that are produced in big numbers. Also in that structure, we have two pretty well-known research institutions, at least for Norwegian, called SINTEF and NTNU. Besides doing this metal and light materials, we are working with ICT security. Also trying to do something with medtech. Not been very successful in that, but we're still working on it. Saying a little bit more about what is called Total Innovation now. We have been through quite huge changes from being old-fashioned science park. We are now innovation, rather lean, a business development and innovation company. Having a small fund that we are trying to boost our new companies. Initially, it planned to be a seed company, but as all these structures, they end up being at least early venture, but still pretty useful. Getting our ideas from basically now from research institutions. Also trying a new thing based on what is the Chalmers model. Setting up our own companies and finding the entrepreneur or the CEO in it. That has been pretty successful actually for us. Okay, finished with the Total Innovation. Going over to the company that is partner in Norway Grants, Clean Metal Processes. I started it in 2013 in Toten, based on 3 technologies. Aluminium recycling from different level of oxidation, silicon recycling, and an early stage technology for titanium reprocessing. I take out silicon, which is the technology we used in Norway Grants, and continue with that. Silicon is the metal, for those who are interested, that are used in solar panels. And when you produce solar panels, you get quite a lot of waste, and that waste is pretty hard to do anything with. And basically going to low-grade, low-value products, either in concrete, silicon carbide, or actually just store it. Also getting some silicon waste from process industry. Having 3 possibilities with the waste. Doing straightforward melting process over to ferro silicon. Can clean it up a little, a more complicated process, and get rather pure silicon, and doing what's called a casting alloy, mixed with an aluminium and silicon. Just to say a little bit about why it's green technology. I won't tire you too much with numbers. And also this is a kind of comparing oranges and apples. We have quite huge energy savings by using our process compared to what exists, especially when comparing not doing anything at all, just storing it or producing silicon from scratch. Also, we can have emission savings, especially on CO2. on all processes. So we did industrial testing on silicon recycling in Norway and had actually a customer ready. But not saying too much on Norway bureaucratical system. It's not that easy to do industrial projects with emission in Norway. So I need to be on the right place, right municipality, on the right time, and doing basically the right things. So it was a lot of problems. And that time I actually met Toms. So here is a part of the innovation story. Toms maybe can rise up a little so you can see who you are. He's Latvian though. So. EPM Rīga is his company. We met on a first time on a LIA matchmaking event in Rīga. I don't think I impressed Toms that much. I think he saw me more like a competitor. But anyway, he came back, I think it was half a year later or something, a few months later, on a Nordic Council mobility program up to Toten. And actually we got quite good along. And I think it's, everything goes down to personal chemistry. So we both like to create companies, not just dreaming about it. So we like to do the real work. I think we're both problem solvers, not problem creators. And that's why we got a little further. So after a while, we decided that, yeah, maybe this silicon technology could go over to Latvia, and we could start to develop it there in Norway grants, and also finding a customer that were interested in the casting alloy. So we had to do some more development on the technology. So right now, yeah, we are on a early stage testing for the casting alloy. We're doing the first test now next week. Is Tom's plan. And when successful, we are doing a full industrial test. I need a little bit more equipment for that, so it will be after summer sometime, maybe autumn. Also, besides doing the Silicon Norway grant project, we are starting to develop some other things. So we have applied up to now successfully for some European Union grants. We will do a new round in autumn due to some changes in Norwegian rules. So we'll most likely will hit the threshold on it. So probably get some financing for the development project. What we're planning for future cooperation? Yeah, I'm thinking about let's say merging the companies, doing a little bit more tighter cooperation on it. Also including some of the other technologies, ferrotitanium, into the structure. But we need to finish the silicon project first. So I had 2 points I needed to say something about in this presentation, and that's where the biggest challenge is. For small companies like us, it is rather, let's say, big cultural difference. We are fast-moving small companies, and we're working with old, traditional, heavy companies that's using long time to make decisions. That's rather exhausting for people that want to move fast. Also in a market with very fluctuating prices, raw material prices go up and down all the time. Making some difficulties, of course, but we have some advantages, but still also make some problem for us. Development business steps. We have to do some choices, which model we are planning to use. Either introducing the full process into the company, or doing a licensing system. That's the kind of choice we have to do when we see how it will work in a full system in an industrial setting. So our next step now is doing the testing in full scale and putting it into an industrial company here in Latvia, one of Tom's contacts. See how it works there. And if that is successful, yeah, we have hopefully a running business. Thanks. Almost within time, right?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ådne. And, well, that was, in fact, you can stay. No need to sit down.
Okay, good.
Well, yes, we're coming close to the end. Don't stay in the shadow. Stay in the light. That's okay.
I won't take you away.
I'm going to steal your line, in fact, about making chemistry, because the human chemistry is the main driver at the end of the day. So that's what we do now. We're going to finish this conference, and we're going to do the chemistry in the second floor, where the unofficial part starts. You did amazing, in fact, and heavy-duty job to be in the late afternoon here, but the reward for that was that you are sitting on the stage all the time and the people are watching you. So thank you very much, and huge applause to our final panelists here. And the final remarks, green is good, let's keep together business and innovations and a green thought. More than this, all the presentations will be available on the homepage of LIA in a couple of days, so you will be able to watch them. And even more than this, yes, the second floor network with the closing speeches and a very chilly atmosphere, nice way how to make a good new friends and a good new chemistry. Thank you very much, and see you.